Have you ever wondered what happens after we die? A question as old as humanity itself that continues to intrigue us, to puzzle us, to leave us in a state of wonderment and sometimes fear. For as long as humans have been conscious of their own mortality, there's been this burning question: what lies beyond the veil of death? Throughout history, cultures across the globe have grappled with this question, developing a myriad of beliefs and traditions associated with death. From the grand pyramids of ancient Egypt to the Viking burial rites of Scandinavia, from the reincarnation beliefs of Buddhism to the modern scientific quest for understanding, our views on death have been as diverse as they are fascinating. In our era of advanced science and technology, you might think that we'd have some concrete answers. But the truth is, death remains one of the last great mysteries of human existence. Despite our leaps in medical science, our understanding of the universe, and even the exploration of quantum physics, death still eludes our grasp. We can delay it, we can study it, but we can't fully explain it. It's a puzzle that's both chilling and captivating. And it's not just a scientific mystery. Death is also a philosophical and cultural enigma, entwined with our deepest fears, hopes, and curiosities. It's a question that has inspired countless works of art, literature, and music. It's a question that has shaped our societies, our religions, and our very identities. So let's embark on a journey that traverses time and space, exploring this enduring enigma. We'll traverse the corridors of history, examine the beliefs of different cultures, probe the latest scientific theories, and try to unravel the mystery of death. We may not find definitive answers. After all, this is a question that has puzzled the greatest minds for millennia. But we will undoubtedly unearth some fascinating insights, some thought-provoking theories, and perhaps a few unexpected surprises. Join us as we delve into this ultimate mystery, exploring death through the lens of diverse cultures and eras. Ancient Egyptians believed in an afterlife, a real and beautiful place, where they will once again live and work. This belief deeply influenced their culture, shaping their rituals and their conception of death. Unlike many cultures that view death as a finality, the Egyptians saw it as a mere transition, a doorway to a different existence. The Egyptians held a profound respect for the journey of the soul. To them, the soul was not a fleeting entity, but a traveler on a grand voyage. This voyage, however, was not without its perils. To aid the soul, they developed intricate rituals, a spiritual GPS, if you will, to guide the soul through the treacherous landscape of the afterlife. Chief among these rituals was mummification. But mummification was not merely about preserving the body. It was a complex process designed to prepare the deceased for the journey ahead. The Egyptians believed that the body was the home of the soul, and preserving it was crucial for the soul's survival in the afterlife. But the journey of the soul was not just about the body. The Egyptians also believed in the power of magic and the spoken word. To aid the soul in its journey, they created the Book of the Dead, a collection of spells and incantations. This book served as a guide, providing the soul with the knowledge and power to overcome the challenges of the afterlife. The significance of these rituals and beliefs cannot be overstated. They reflected a deep understanding of death as a transition, a belief that permeated every facet of Egyptian society. This understanding shaped their architecture, their art, their literature, and their daily life. The pyramids, the Sphinx, the hieroglyphs, all these iconic symbols of ancient Egypt are inextricably tied to their belief in the afterlife. For the Egyptians, death was not an end, but a transition to a new existence. This belief, this hope for an eternal life beyond death, is perhaps one of the most enduring aspects of ancient Egyptian culture, a testament to their profound understanding of one of humanity's eternal questions: what happens when we die? In the icy realms of Norse mythology, death was a journey filled with warriors, gods, and giant wolves. Let's delve into the Norse perspective of death. The Norse believed in an afterlife, a belief that death was not the end, but a new beginning. Dying in battle was considered the highest honor, and those who did were guided by Valkyries to Valhalla, the Hall of the Slain, presided over by Odin, the All-Father. Here, they would feast and fight until the end of days. Valhalla was not the only destination for the departed. Those who died of old age or sickness found themselves in hell, a realm ruled by the goddess of the same name. This was not a place of punishment, but a peaceful realm of rest and reflection. But the Norse view of death also included a prophesied apocalypse known as Ragnarok. This was the ultimate battle, a cosmic clash where gods and giants would meet their end. Odin would fight the monstrous wolf Fenrir, Thor would battle the world serpent Jormungandr, and the fire giant Surtur would set the world ablaze. It was a cataclysmic event, a cycle of destruction and rebirth. And yet, even in this bleak prophecy, there was a glimmer of hope. After Ragnarok, the world would be reborn anew, purged of its old sins. A new generation of gods would rise, and life would begin again. This cycle of death and rebirth was a fundamental part of Norse belief. Valkyries, the choosers of the slain, played a crucial role in this cycle. They would swoop down on the battlefield, choosing the bravest warriors to join Odin's ranks in Valhalla. These divine shield maidens were the guides, leading the souls of the fallen to their final resting place. For the Norse, death was a glorious end to a warrior's life, leading to eternal glory in the halls of Valhalla. This view of death, as a journey and a beginning rather than an end, is a testament to the Norse spirit, a spirit of resilience, courage, and a fierce belief in the cyclical nature of life and death. In the serene teachings of Buddhism, death is not an end, but a part of the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. This cyclic pattern, known as samsara, is an integral part of Buddhism. It's a perpetual cycle that can only be broken through enlightenment. Each life we live is a chance to learn and grow, to move closer to the ultimate goal of nirvana. Death is simply a transition, a shift from one life to the next. In this cycle, it's not the physical body that is reborn, but rather the consciousness carrying with it the karmic imprints from previous lives. It's like a flame passed from one candle to another. The flame is not the same, but it carries the essence of the original. But how do we break free from this cycle? The answer lies in the Buddhist path of mindfulness and detachment. By practicing mindfulness, Buddhists become acutely aware of the transient nature of all things, including life itself. This awareness fosters a sense of detachment from worldly desires and attachments, which are seen as the root of all suffering. Buddhism teaches that by letting go of these attachments, we can achieve liberation from the cycle of rebirth. This liberation is nirvana, a state of ultimate peace and cessation of all suffering. It's not a place, but a state of being where we're no longer bound by the constraints of time, space, or self. But nirvana is not an escape from reality. Rather, it's a deeper understanding and acceptance of reality as it truly is, uncolored by our desires, fears, and ignorance. It's a state of total liberation and ultimate wisdom where we see things as they really are, free from the illusions that bind us to the cycle of birth and death. In essence, for Buddhists, death is not to be feared or mourned. It's a natural part of life, a step in the journey towards enlightenment. It's a transition, a change, an opportunity for growth and understanding. For Buddhists, death is a continuation of the journey towards ultimate liberation. In our modern world where science rules supreme, death is often viewed as a finality, an end to our consciousness. It's a stark contrast to the myriad ways our ancestors interpreted the phenomenon. But as we delve deeper into the mysteries of the universe, our understanding of death is evolving. In the realm of science, death is defined as the cessation of all biological functions that sustain a living organism. It's the point where the heart stops beating, the brain ceases to function, and life, as we know it, comes to an end. But is that all there is to it? One of the most intriguing aspects of modern death studies is the exploration of near-death experiences. Thousands of people have reported eerily similar experiences. A sensation of floating, moving through a tunnel, or encountering deceased loved ones. These accounts have sparked widespread interest, with researchers probing into the nature of consciousness and its relationship with death. Yet even as we strive to comprehend death, we simultaneously seek to defy it. The 21st century has seen remarkable advancements in life extension technologies. From cryonics to genetic manipulation, science is pushing the boundaries of human lifespan. But these developments aren't without controversy. They raise profound ethical questions about the value of life, the nature of aging, and the consequences of potentially eternal life. Does the possibility of extending life indefinitely make death less daunting, or does it merely postpone the inevitable? Should we aspire to immortality or accept death as an integral part of our existence? As we grapple with these questions, we find that science, in its quest to demystify death, often unveils more mysteries. Our perception of death, much like the universe itself, is constantly expanding, morphing, and defying our attempts to confine it within a definitive understanding. In the face of death, science offers questions, but few definitive answers. As we've seen, death is a complex and multifaceted topic viewed differently by different cultures and eras. The ancient Egyptians saw it as a journey to another realm, while the Norse envisioned a grand hall where fallen warriors feasted. Buddhism teaches us to see death as a part of life's cyclical nature, and in our modern times we've sought to understand death through the lens of science, even exploring the potential for life after death. These diverse perspectives are united by one common thread: an ongoing quest to understand the unknowable, to peer beyond the veil that separates life from death. This fascination with the unknown propels us forward, driving scientific advances and philosophical debates. It's a testament to our innate curiosity, our desire to explore and to understand, to seek answers to the eternal questions that have intrigued humans since the dawn of time. Though death may remain one of life's great mysteries, it continues to inspire us to question, seek, and explore the unknown.